Hey everyone, welcome back to the Genus Brewing channel. Need smell-o-vision for that intro there. So anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about using your homegrown hops. Odds are, if you've been brewing for a little while, you've started growing your own hops. However, when it comes time to harvesting, you have this giant volume, and a lot of times people don't really know how to get those hops into a batch of homebrew beer. But more than likely, you've got a mash tun just like ours here with a false bottom in it. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you a quick trick on how to get your fresh hops into an awesome homebrewed beer. So to start with, we're going to bring our beer up to a boil, add in our hops as a 60-minute addition. I like to use pellet hops because they give me more consistent bitterness. If you're like me, as soon as you add these, it's probably going to cause a kettle boil over, just like that. And that's just because I have an undersized kettle for the job. This is why I generally recommend everybody get kettles that are at least 20% larger than your recommended boil volume. So once we boiled for 60 minutes, basically you're gonna get your mash tun that by now you should have been able to clean out if you're mashing all grain. Otherwise, if you don't have a mash tun, any false bottom will do. Next, you're gonna get the fun part. Get your freshly picked hops and put them all in your mash tun. This is gonna take some effort depending on how big your mash tun is. They may not even all fit in there, but luckily when they're fresh like this, you can actually push them down quite a bit. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the lid to another kettle that we had laying around, and I'm going to sanitize that real quick just for safety measures, and I'm going to kind of use that as a weight, and the whole purpose of this is as we put our wort in there, it's going to want to float up. So you can see though in a minute that didn't quite work out, so ideally you're going to want something that's a little bit heavier in order to keep those hops as submerged as possible. So once we end our 60-minute boil, basically, I'm not going to chill anything at the moment, but I'm going to transfer directly onto these hops. That way, the wort is going to maintain a temperature above that sort of 170-degree mark, which is known to be pretty safe when it comes to infection risk. And now, once that's full, I'm going to let that sit for about 20 minutes. And this is just going to absorb all that goodness from the hops. You can even go shorter than 20 minutes. You're going to get a little bit fresher character than that. But otherwise, I wouldn't recommend going much longer. Once you let it sit on there, it's as simple as running the wort through your chiller. You can't quite see, but I've got a counterflow, filling up your fermenter, and pitching yeast.